connecting Indigenous musicians and artists to the world. Welcome to Indigenous Superstars with your host, Rhonda Head.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rhonda Head, the host for Indigenous Superstars, and I'm glad to be back. I took a 2-week break because I started school. I'm taking broadcast communications, and last week it was really a heavy week. I had two major assignments and then a final exam, so I just needed to concentrate on my studies. And the reason why I'm taking broadcast communications, I'm taking it at the Herzing College, is to improve my show, my podcast. So I'm really excited to be continuing the show when my schedule allows me. And I just want to let you know that the Indigenous Superstars Music Award show is now a non-profit corporation. So we're going full force on the show. And I got an old video and I'm going to be updating it for next week's show. So I'm just going to play the video and then next week it'll be updated.
It's an evening of celebration as the inaugural Indigenous Superstars Music Awards 2021 features 26 categories and the chance to take home Top Honor of the Year. This awards ceremony will increase awareness of a songwriter's craft and gain recognition online and through promotion. The show will be streamed live on Indigenous Superstars and Frog Radio, with an announcement coming soon on the date of our awards celebration. To register your songs or single, they must have been released and distributed on Spotify between January 1st, 2019 and July 31st, 2021 at midnight. Entries for submissions are already underway. For all the details, and to see the list of 26 categories, plus hear artist song entries, please visit our website at indigenousuperstars.com.
So there are some changes on the video where the deadline is now October 30th. And we're going to hopefully have the show in Winnipeg, an actual live show, pending on COVID, because we are going through the fourth wave right now. So it's all pending on that situation. Also, we're also adding an additional award night for Manitoba musicians, and we're doing the awards for the best cover bar band and best guitar player, best bass, drummer, keyboard, producer. So those are already added onto the application form for the award show, and you can find it at www.indigenousuperstars.com. So I'm really excited about that. And hey, Aaron Brown, how's it going? Nice to see you. Good, glad you're tuning in. So I have a really exciting guest today. But before I announce my guest, I'm currently working on a celebrations tour with Manitoba Arts Network, and I'm touring Brandy Vezina, Low Budget Rockstar, and Indian City. So it's really exciting. Some of the bands have already started visiting communities in Manitoba, and we're hoping if you're interested in the bands coming to your community, please give me a message and I'll let you know, and we'll book the shows and continue on with the celebrations tour. So that's pretty exciting. Very exciting. So I have an awesome musician, two musicians that are on that I'm going to be interviewing tonight. And wait, iPad just went black, but it's back now. So my musical guests tonight are Jonah Littlesunday and Pauline Littlesunday, and they're my 91st guests of Indigenous Superstars since I started. So I'm really excited to have them on the show. And I'm just going to read a little bio here from Okay, when Jonah was a little child growing up in Gray Mountain, Arizona, Jonah Littlesunday's grandmother, Bessie Singer, used to listen to cassette tapes of world-renowned flautist Carlos Nakai while she did her weaving. I loved it, said Littlesunday. I used to try it to whistle his songs. At 10 years old, Littlesunday would go to the nearby trading post where they allowed him to play with the flutes in the store. By the time he was 14, he saved up enough money to buy his own. So please welcome Jonah and Pauline Littlesunday. Hey, how's it going?
How are you? We're from Phoenix,
Yeah,
Arizona
I'm
right now.
excited to have you on. I said, hey, Tim Curley, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in the show.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I know I've been following you on Facebook for quite some time and watching your career with your flute, and I'm really excited to hear you play and perform your flute on this show. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions before we listen to your beautiful music. And Shannon Sampert, hey, that's my old roommate. She used to work for the Winnipeg Free Press. Thank you for tuning in, Shannon. And Ben Klein. So there's a lot of people tuning in tonight. That's so awesome. So I just want to ask you, how did you get inspired, and how did you get into music?
I've only started playing when I was younger, just to entertain my grandparents. Then I just love playing it. My grandfather taught me that if I want to do something like this, I need to learn the right way. Everything we use in Navajo culture involves prayer, and he wanted me to, because just like his songs, when he would sing his songs, he would pray as he sings and everything we've done. So he wanted me to pray and play, and I started praying and playing for the animals and things like that. I was okay. I was through high school. I was okay, but then after my mother passed and my grandmother passed, I kind of really I struggled with the passion of playing again, and that's where my wife comes in. She never gave up me playing, kept me playing, and through that time, something happened. My music kind of came more alive, and I started to use it more for like the homeless, assisted living facilities for the elders and things like that. And it just grew and grew and grew. But I never pursued because I had stage fright. But when Kayan signed me with the help of our callist Nakai and Stephen Butler, it just kind of really took me to that level. And honestly, I kind of was always good. But when I started playing against some of the best, like world-renowned percussionists, Will Clinton, and performing just what do you call it? When you practice with other people, what is that called? Well, just jamming in general with other artists like Roman Arona, who won Best Male Vocalist of the Year at the Native American Music Awards. And here I am just hanging out with these couple of guys, they're legends, and I've got to play and compare myself to them. So that really kind of, and being on the stages with like Tony Duncan and stuff like that, has kind of elevated me in a better way, challenging me in my music, and I grew even better and better and better, all because of being on Kane Records. And then releasing my new album under Buffalo Jump Records with Stephen Butler. This new album is just kind of shows how much and how far I've come from my last album to this new album.
That's so exciting. I just want to acknowledge one of the viewers that's tuning in is Tim Curley. He's a really awesome musician from Winnipeg, and he says, I know that stage fright, LOL, it never completely disappears. So I want to ask you, Jonah, how do you control your stage fright before you go onto the stage?
The worst parts of my stage fright is when I played for my Navajo president's inauguration. I walked on stage, FBI's doing security, it was huge. I walked on stage, forgot my name, my clans, and I threw up. And I was doing a show with Rad Miller, Cody, Tony Duncan, and Jay Begay, all of them award-winning and Grammy artists. I blacked out backstage. And so there was just, it was becoming a problem. And I had to go to my elders for help. And so the words that was spoken to me were pretty powerful. And they said, my music does not belong to me. It belongs to the both of us. And every single time they said I would perform and she's not with me, I would fall apart. And every time she was with me, I did good. I played and I even topped. So that was the difference. And so that's why this new album, Love Life Journey, it's called Love Life Journey because it's our life, our love, and our journey. She has been the one to be by me so I can perform. And I do comedy now. So she's my what do you call it? Not secret weapon. It's not secret. That's but she's the reason why I can do all the things I do.
That's beautiful. So with that, are you ready to play your first piece?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna play a love song. This is Pauline's song.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. There's so many a lot of the people tuning in are Tim saying beautiful riffs, and what a great way to overcome your stage fright. Shannon Sampert says amazing, and Tim Crewley says wow. So they're just loving your music, and I wanted to tell you, your music is so beautiful, and you belong up there with the legends that you spoke about. Like I know of all the musicians that you talked about, and I got to judge at the Grammy Awards with Red Miller. So and it was such a awesome to hang out with her in Los Angeles. It was so much fun. And Jack Flute Holland says, "Hey Jonah, you are my hero."
How you doing, Jack? Where's Dana?
Aaron says, "Very pretty." My sister says, so beautiful. Thank you. So a lot of the viewers are tuning in and totally loving your music. So I want to ask you, like, where do your melodies come from? Like, how do you compose your pieces?
They come through, I like to say, is prayer. I pray and I play. And when I pray, usually comes out of a moment. This last song, it's an old song, parts of it, but then this romance came out of it, and it's really been about, like I said, us, our marriage, our children, our love, and it's been kind of just blossomed and came out of that. And the saxophone sounds that I used in there and to try to carry it, I just practice with it, and every single time I practice, I pray for love, and I pray for anybody who wants to enjoy romance in any culture, in any place. And that's kind of really where it came.
That's
And
beautiful.
all my songs kind of follow the same pattern.
That's
Through
awesome.
prayer.
So you said you use you follow the saxophone. So do you play the saxophone, or do you listen to it? Like how does that, how do you infuse that into your music?
I'm not really good at any other instrument. So the native flute's the only one. And just hearing the saxophone, like on TV or stuff like that, it kind of, and I mimic the sounds. I don't know how to read music. And that was a hard part when I was doing with the Arizona Music Fest. I did this program with the Arizona Music Fest, and they had these amazing saxophone players. They were, and I played with the International Jazz Festival. They were Grammy winners, and they were amazing. And so for them to have a pattern, and I can only play by ear because I can't read music. So everything I do is kind of like just to try to flow with what they are doing.
Yeah, well, it sounds incredible. I'm so blown away by your music. So I want to hear another piece. You ready to perform your next piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had this song where I had this song. It's a I had this Timberwolf, and this Timberwolf was a very large purebred wolf. He was amazing. He was my friend and my companion, and I composed this song thinking of him, and so this song is called Timberwolf.
Holy, ever deadly is all I could say. That was so incredible. That was so
Uh,
amazing. I've never heard a flute player play the flute like the way you do, and that's so
Thank you.
incredible and beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that
The
I'm interviewing you tonight.
the drumming. I don't know if you could hear the drumming.
Yes, I could hear it.
That is actually when I was younger. I was at a powwow, and I accidentally hit the mic stand, and the mic stand kind of made a drum sound in the speakers at the powwow, and everybody was like laughing at me. And so I hit the mic stand with my foot, and it made this drum sound. And I started to actually tap my foot, and I started doing that as I got older, and I still continued it. And then that's where my drum beat came from. And so when I do my shows, this is how I do it. And you can go really fast at it too. And that is what Timberwolf was about. That energy, that beauty, and how a wolf will run. When I used to ride my horse, my wolf would run right next to me. We'd be going up the hill through the valleys, and he would run fast. He was graceful. And I'm on my horse. We're just flowing over the ground. And that was just really what he was about, the magnificent animal as he is. And same as the horse as well. You know, they're beautiful, they're powerful, they're fast, and they can have a beauty of soothing relaxations among them. So, and that's really what I tried to interpret with that song.
That was so awesome, and thank you for sharing that. And there's so many people commenting and loving your performance, and that was such an incredible piece that you shared with us, and it's just resonating in all of us, and it's so beautiful. I'm so happy that I'm interviewing you tonight. I'm just so blown away from your music. It's so beautiful, and I just want to ask you, like, what would you tell an aspiring flute player? What kind of advice would you give them?
Playing native flute is not about just making the embellishments of the sounds. It's about, you know, who we are, and who we are as a culture, no matter what tribe. Prayer is the foundation of everything. You can't move forward without having that prayer. You know, you gotta pray for yourself. You gotta pray for your music. You gotta give thanks. You gotta always give appreciation. And that is kind of really how I when I do talk with many. I've done this with many flute players, and I've always shared this same thing. It's about building that foundation with prayer, and prayer should always come first, and then the music follows in. That's where the blessings come in. You stick with that formula, and you build your foundation with that. You know, you can really take yourself on different heights, and it's been really amazing. There are flute groups, flute societies all throughout the country, and during our travels, we got to meet a lot of flute societies and seen other flute players, and I was astonished on the talent. Wow, there are a lot of people out there that can really just pull things together with the flute, and I was really amazed, and you know, so they and how they do the same thing. It's like the same kind of concept too. Prayer. They really are grateful for what they have, and they always say prayers on the music and stuff like that. So I think that's what I would always share with somebody who's new and that really wants to grow with the flute. You know, it's all about prayer. Just like any dancer that dances at the powwows, you know, it's always about prayer. That's where the whole thing begins.
That's so true, and thank you for sharing that. And I'm sure any aspiring artist will take that advice and use it in their respective genre that they perform in. Hey, Pauline, yeah, you should be right there.
You try to hide in the background if she doesn't let me.
She's being camera shy.
So can you tell us about your latest release?
It is. She's trying to sneak away.
I'm sure.
So my latest release under Buffalo Jump Records, has been doing really well. It's the album has, like I said, Timberwolf, Pauline's new song, a lot of relaxation. It has Kenneth Kozad sing the song, and it's a lot of upbeat, but also some good, soothing, relaxing music as well. So it's a lot of different varieties. And it talks about, we have description inside my CD, my album. If you want to get a hard copy, it has a photo of Pauline and I and our story. Beautiful. So that's something that's really unique.
That's beautiful. So did you release it yet, or are you?
Yes.
Gonna be, oh, okay. When did you release it?
It was actually released back in March, I believe, or February.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
And sales have been doing really well with it. We'll have a copy of the CD.
I thought I had one. I thought,
but it's just how can I say? It's been something unique with this COVID, the pandemic. It's kind of really kept us grounded. But the album has been doing really well. It's under Buffalo Jump Records. You can find it on all platforms. You can even get it through Walmart and even Barnes and Noble, which is really cool.
I'll have to go check out Walmart tomorrow, see if it's here in Canada.
The online store.
Yeah, the online store. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So that's really neat that the Walmart's carrying it on their online stores and Barnes and Noble as well.
That's very exciting. So I know the viewers will want to hear another piece from you before we end the show. Are you ready to perform your third piece?
I'm going to play a high tune flute. This one is a pocket flute. Nice and relaxing. So if you guys want to close your eyes, I'm going to play a soothing, relaxing tone.
Wow, that was so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. But I can't tell you enough how happy I am that I got to interview you and Pauline tonight. Got to drag her into the screen. Oh, and there's your video. I mean, your CD, sorry.
And right on the inside is, let's see, you see it? Oh, I'm having issues here.
Awesome.
Okay, there it is.
Technical issues here.
Yeah, that's us. So
That's
we're in the
beautiful.
inside cover.
Thank you so much. So I just want to thank you again for being part of the Indigenous Superstars podcast, and I've been doing it since throughout the whole pandemic, and I've interviewed so many beautiful musicians, and I'm glad that you're part of the number 91 guest. all the viewers are saying thank you for being part of the show, and do you have any parting words
On my album.
and whatever you want
on.
And like, everybody that knows me, knows I'm I can be serious on a level, but a lot of times I'm really kind of a outgoing, goofy, which is why whenever you come to my shows, I do comedy. I do comedy with my music, my comedy storytelling, and so I my shows have been really all about that, making laughter, bringing romance, smiles, inspiration, motivational speaking. I got a show coming up and Crazy Horse Memorial in South Dakota. So if anybody is in South Dakota, check this out on October 11th on Native Americans Day.
That's incredible. If I was allowed to go to the States, I would because of COVID, that's why I can't go to the States. But if I would love to see you perform live, your show, your music is so beautiful, and I know you not only did you move me, but you moved all the viewers tuning in. I just want to thank all the viewers that tuned in tonight, and it's such a beautiful day, and in Winnipeg right now, we could be out enjoying the evening, and I just want to announce a fellow musician here from Winnipeg. His name is Tim Crowley, and he wrote a song, and he played it for me. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to record that song, and it's called Falling's Not Goodbye, and it's getting released on Friday, and we're both really excited to share it with the world. So I just want to make that announcement too. And I want to thank you again, Jonah and Pauline, for being part of the Indigenous Superstars and sharing your beautiful music with us and all the viewers.
Thank you.
Yeah, my next guest is CJ Loner, so I'll be interviewing him next week, and I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, and stay safe and stay healthy. And I just want to remind everyone, the show can be watched again on YouTube. You can go and subscribe to my channel. It's live on Twitter and my Facebook page as well, and I'll also be putting it on Social Distance Powwow. So I just want to wish everyone a great evening, a great week, and thank you for tuning in this evening.
Thank you.
Tune in again next time when Rhonda interviews another up-and-coming Indigenous superstar, only on Indigenous Superstar.